Hello, my name is Victoria. What's your name?
My name is Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. So, I just want to let you know that this space is just for you, and I will only break confidentiality if you say anything that makes me suspect that you or other people are in danger. Um, you don't have to be strong, and there's no right or wrong way to feel. Would you feel comfortable sharing why you are here?
Well, I was at work and I got a call. My neighbor was telling me that my house was set on fire, and by the time I got there, everything was gone. No clothes, no computer, nothing. I don't have anything.
That's really heartbreaking. Losing not just your home, but the things that held memories and meaning. It's a really huge loss. I can imagine how heavy it must feel right now.
Yeah, I don't even know how to feel. I don't even have a toothbrush to my name right now. So,
Can we take a deep breath together just to slow down a little bit? In through your nose and out through the mouth. Let's do that one more time. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You're doing exactly what you need to right now. You've just experienced trauma, and your body is reacting the way any human body would. Feeling numb and panicked, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a natural reaction to something very unnatural.
yeah, just none of it feels real right now. I don't even know what to think, what to say.
And it makes sense. When our lives change in an instant, our minds need time to catch up. What you're feeling is valid, 100%. And I'm here for you, and we're going to figure this out step by step. So, can you take me through everything that happened?
Well, I was just at work and my neighbor called me, which is crazy because at first I used to never talk to my neighbors. She just recently got my number, but she called me and told me my house was on fire, so I had to hurry up and leave work. And by the time I got there, the fire department basically told me everything is lost and I'm here all alone. My dad lives out of the state. My mom is no longer here, and I don't really have any friends, so I'm just alone.
Did they tell you, like, what the cause of the fire was?
No, they haven't told me what was the cause. I really don't know what it could be because before I left home from work, I'm pretty sure I turned everything off. So maybe I accidentally was. I might have been in a rush and just accidentally left something on and didn't even realize, but they didn't tell me what the cause was.
Can I ask, do you feel comfortable calling your father or anyone else?
I can call him, but since he's not in state, I don't really think he'll really be a big help. And my relationship with him isn't the best, so that's another thing that's like.
Why is that? Why do you feel like you're not able to reach out to your father?
Well, growing up, my parents were divorced, so I was in a broken home, and I think I let my mom, like, the thing my mom would say about my father, I think I allowed her to get really in my head, so I've always kind of kept my distance from him based off the things that my mother has told me.
So, do you have any siblings or are you an only child?
I'm the only child here.
Okay. Um, so I know it's hard to carry this kind of loss by yourself, especially if your father is in a different state and if you don't have, a close support system. But I'm glad that you are here, and I just want to let you know that you're not alone anymore. And we're going to focus on what you need right now. So we're going to start small. Do you have your phone with you and your ID?
Yes, that's all I have on me. Just my phone and my ID, and that's just that's what I work with. So.
Um, well, that's good. That gives you a starting point, having your ID and your phone. Do you have a safe place to be able to sleep tonight?
Well, they told me I could. The fire department told me I'll be able to stay at a shelter for now, but other than that, no.
Okay. Have you ever been in a type of situation where you do like where you had to relocate to sleep anywhere else?
No, this will be the first time.
Okay. All right. So we've got a shelter for tonight and a phone, so we're able to have contact. And those are very important pieces. You're already doing more than it may feel like. All your materialistic things may have been in the home, but it's not too bad to start. So it may not feel like it right now, but you are surviving at this moment. I mean, you're sitting here in the chair speaking with me about your situation. And again, I am sorry to hear about your home. You've made it through the initial shock of everything going down. And together we're going to build a short-term plan. Something small, nothing too heavy for you to immediately go tomorrow and have to feel more stressed about, having to recover everything. We're going to make it doable to help give you a bit more control. Would that be okay?
Yes, that's somewhere to start, but I just don't know where to start, so.
Okay, and that's okay. We don't have to have all of the answers today or tomorrow or next week. So let's just focus on one small goal, something achievable in the next 24 hours. So how about we focus on gathering your basic necessities, such as clothing, anything that you use for hygiene, and making sure that you're able to have a warm meal tonight and tomorrow. That way your immediate needs are covered while we figure out your long-term support.
That sounds good.
Here's our goal. By the end of the day, you're going to go to the resource center at the shelter. They're going to help you with some clothes, hygiene, and a meal voucher. And I can go with you if you would like, so you don't go by yourself. Or I can point it out to you and you can go whenever you're ready. How does that sound?
Yeah, I can do that, but can you just come with me?
Absolutely. We'll go together, and after that we can talk about what tomorrow might look like for you. Maybe calling your father, or looking at emergency housing options if you're ready.
Thank you. I feel like I could finally breathe a little. It's a lot less stress, but.
And that's all we need right now. One breath at a time. You're not alone in this. So we will come back next week and speak about what the results of your SMART goal. And then when you do come back next week, we'll see how it worked for you, if it didn't work for you, and we can come up. Hi Sarah, it's really good to see you again. I want to start by checking in. How have things for you been since I last saw you?
It's kind of been a lot. Some days I'm good, some days are bad, but I've been getting the basics, sleeping, eating, and I've spoken to my dad once, so that's good.
Are you still located at the shelter?
I am.
Okay, how are you liking it?
It's okay. I've met a few people there. They've made me feel like I'm restoring hope, so. I know I'm not the only person that's going through this, so it's made me feel better saying it.
I like to hear that. All right, and that's a lot of progress in just a few days. Everything, especially after everything you've been through, you're showing up and taking those small steps. So today, I'd like to shift our focus just a little from surviving to starting to heal, because I know this is a very traumatic event. And I don't want you to leave here not being able to heal from it. One way to do that is by building coping tools that you can use whenever you feel overwhelmed. Would it be okay if we talked about that?
Yes, I think that's something I need because I tend to shut down when I feel like things are starting to get bad.
So I know you said you shut down. Is there anything that you do when you are in those headspaces, like listening to music, watching movies, self-care?
No, I kind of just sleep.
Okay, you sleep away the problems. All right. And that's a very natural response. You know, going to sleep just kind of like makes all of your worries and everything go away. But when your emotions come on strong, our brains are trying to protect us by shutting down or numbing out our emotions. But over time, learning a few healthy ways to cope can help you feel more in control, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time. So, let's start by looking at what's helped you, even just a little, this past week. Have there been any moments that felt calming, even briefly?
Yeah, I would say talking to other people in the shelter, talking about how I feel and my problem has been good, but I know I can't just go around telling everybody the things I go through, so.
So you think building relationships with your community right now is relieving a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. Mainly just talking about my problems,
Okay.
even if it's to myself.
I understand. Okay, so I know you said that you know, don't want to tell everyone everything about, you know, your life. Have you ever tried journaling?
No, I used to do it, but I've stopped.
Why? You just like grew out of it, or there was just
I think things in my life were just moving so fast. I never really had the time for it, but now that things have slowed down, I guess it's something I can think about doing again.
and that's great. Writing is a very powerful coping skill because there's a lot in our brains that we can't put out into words, but like vocal words, but we're able to put them out on a piece of paper. Um, they don't fix everything, but they give your mind and body a break from all the chaos that's going on. Would you be open to creating a small goal around building on those moments, something realistic just for this coming week?
Yeah, as long as it's not like a huge plan and something I have to be like.
Okay, and remember, this is not about doing it all perfectly. If you only feel like doing a coping skill for 5 minutes or 2 minutes, it's a start. If you miss a day, that's also okay. It's about learning what helps your mind and body start to recover. The next time we meet, we'll talk about what worked, what didn't work, and whether you liked or and whether you want to add or change anything. How does that sound?
That feels manageable, and thanks for not